All right, so we're gonna hit legs today. I'm gonna keep it quick leg day, quick cook your legs. We took a couple comments from some people, not that they commented on the YouTube video, but in person. I'm gonna start talking more. It's gonna be a little bit of a challenge, especially with the mask. I'm gonna try to do it as best I can. I've already been yelled at a couple times, keep pulling my mask off.
Try and talk.
Clowns over here. So we're gonna try to describe what we're doing more, what like type of muscle we're hitting, what that's gonna be doing for whatever body part we're doing. Today is gonna be legs. So what I'd like to do is start on leg extension. We're gonna start single leg. One thing that I need to work on personally is instead of building my quad side view, I need to build the front view of my quad. So really accentuating the heads of my quad. So with this leg extension, we're gonna be able to target the outside, the inside, and the middle really well. So here we go. We're gonna start single leg. We're gonna hit the center of the quad. So you're just gonna keep your foot pointed forward. You can either point it like that, point your toes, or you can keep it flexed, either one. If you point the toes like this, it's gonna work that V in the middle of your quad. So we're just gonna keep it normal right now. Gotta throw the mask on. I kind of lost count honestly, but try to do a nice little warm up of 10 each side on each leg. Once you're done with a single leg, you can move to both legs. And so first we're gonna start doing the inside of the quad. Try to build this head right here, get this popping. So point your toes out to really feel that inside here. You're gonna go for 10. Hands at the top. You're gonna alternate too. So go work inside, work outside, work middle. Already did inside, started with middle. Now we're gonna go outside, point the toes, keep them pointed inward like this. And that's gonna hit the outside, get that pinch at the top.
Stooky sound.
Hoochie.
Another thing too, just keep increasing weight as you go next set to next set. Done inside, outside, gonna go back to middle, repeat one more time through. Point the toes forward this time, work on that V. That's right at the middle of your quad.
Good.
Back to the inside of the quad, point the toes out, pinch at the top. We're gonna go quads, hamstrings, calves. For hamstrings, you can kind of get it all around by just doing RDLs, Romanian deadlifts, right below your kneecap. Bend at the waist. I'll show you right now. Keep it flat back if you can hear me.
Good.
The nice thing about the RDLs too, you don't have to go heavy weight. So you can just stay at a comfortable weight and you can really benefit a lot from hamstrings. As long as you feel that tension in the hamstrings, basically from like bottom of your butt cheek to like right behind your knee, you know you're doing it well. Once you start to feel it in your back, you know something's going wrong. You don't want to feel any of this in your back.
Good.
Now we'll move on to calves. Real simple. With calves it's hard to build, but you want to maximize the amount of part, or the biggest part of your calf, like basically all of it. And by doing that, you work on like the stabilizing muscles. So what you're going to do, grab a 25-pound plate, 45-pound plate, doesn't really matter. Grab weight that is not too heavy to hold in your hand, but heavy enough that it'll work the calves. This is one going to work on balance and just maximizing the use of your calf muscle. So you're just going to put your toes up on it like this, and you're just going to shoot right up with the weights in hand, and then shoot up. It's like 10 of those.
Good.
So the key to this one, you want to get a weight that is like easy to manage your balance. If this is your first time doing it, your balance is probably going to be off a little bit. And number two, you want to make sure that pinch at the top is maximized. You don't want to just go through the reps. You want to make sure that once you're at the top, you pinch and you squeeze for at least a couple seconds. That's just going to help explode your calf. So keeping the same plate, 45, 25, doesn't matter. Now we're gonna go from your toes on it to your heels on it. The heels, so with a close leg squat, you're really gonna be working the heads of your quad right here, so the outside, the inside. It's gonna be easier to give yourself a little bit of a spread out stance with your feet, so feet pointing out. But you're gonna be working the top of your quad instead of more butt, hamstring, stuff like that. So let's say do like 10 reps of that. Don't extend all the way up. Try to get as deep as you can and feel the burn.
Good.
Calves now. Now we worked our calves straight on. Now what we want to do is hit the outside and inside of the calf. And how we're going to do that is just angling the feet. That's it. So the key to this, not heavy weight. You want to feel the pinch at the part that you're working. Pinch at the inside, pinch at the outside, either one. So we're going to start with inside, and we're going to keep our feet. Show the feet.
I am.
That's a good angle. Keep them out like this. And again, so that the stretch can be good enough, and then pinch at the top, work that inside. Do about 10 reps on that. So definitely with these two, if you're struggling with, you look at yourself in the mirror and your calf front on looks like very skinny and narrow, this is how you're gonna get it to expand outward, just like the quad. So you really want to focus on the different foot settings, foot positions, pointing them out, pointing them in. That's going to get your quad to grow outward rather than back. Because if you turn to the side and you're like, my calves are pretty big, just you're working the middle part, basically. So you want to make sure you're just turning your feet. We'll hit outside, point the toes in. You can increase weight a little bit here, but again, you want to feel that pinch on the outside. So this leg workout is meant for a quick workout. Like your rest time minimal, probably 30 seconds to a minute at most. Even a minute is kind of long for this. This is kind of if you don't have much time or you're just feeling tired and you don't feel like working out. Anyways, if this leg workout doesn't do it for you, which who knows, but I'll be surprised if you're not like quivering at the end of this workout. What you can do to add into this is during your rest period, say you're doing quads, flex your quads for like 30 seconds and then hop into the next one. Flex your calves for 30 seconds, flex your hamstrings. Flexing is just gonna be another workout. It's gonna maximize blood flow to the muscles. The key to that though is after you're done with your workout, make sure you stretch everything out. Flexing your muscle is gonna shorten it, and you want elongated muscles to make them look bigger. Obviously make them look longer, but definitely add the flexing of them in there. 30 seconds, that's all you need to do. These machines, hamstrings will be the death of me, but these ones, they'll get it where you need to go. So you're gonna keep your toes, think about pointing your toes in towards your chin or your kneecap, and then just flex, give it a nice hold. Go for 10.
Make sure you're letting the leg go full extension.
Good.